Beyond Breaking Points with ME7. This week we are at Circuit de Catalunya. In this video we are going to be looking at a fully upgraded run, and I want to show you something here. I needed to lower my steering sensitivity to 1. Don't be afraid to adjust it. For me, that just made the difference. Now, the way you enter turn 1 here is going to determine whether you can take turn 3 flat out or not. And a lot of people don't understand that. That means it also affects our braking point for turn 4. So we're going to back up and go through that turn a couple of times so I can show you some common mistakes. These are mistakes I made as I was trying to figure out braking points. So here I'm doing pretty good there, but I don't have the trajectory proper for turn 2 and then start my turn 3 too early. Lost traction. This time around, I get back into the gas way too early and I just can't get that turn. Woo, woo. And this one is kind of similar. I'm braking a bit late into the gas too early and you just can't make up for it. So here we are, double view. There you go. There's your driver view, guys. I know some of you guys love it, so there you go. I had to really back up this first braking point. I'm braking just before that now. Start your turn earlier than you think. Into the throttle early, and this actually isn't too hard once you get the hang of it. Like, look, I don't even go all the way over to the left. Now watch on your left for 2 evergreen trees, and I'm braking at the first one. Special thanks to Amado for pointing that out to me. I had not noticed that. I hope I got your name correct, Amado. Now, watch on your right, these signs. I'm braking just as I'm passing that one. That's the last one, so last sign. The next braking point I have not changed since my no upgrades video. So when we freeze frame here, about a half car length further, right when my back end lines up with that. And coming up here, I still can't keep it full throttle all the time, so just listen. Incredibly close to that wall, you could hear that I feathered a couple of times. I'm braking right where you see, not up at that line, but that's the reference point. So when I'm that far away is when I'm braking. Gotta start that turn earlier than you think. Watch for a section of sand ahead of the car. Right as I start to pass that is when I'm going to get on the brakes. Waiting for that front end to turn. There we go into the throttle. Watch this curb. When it ends, I'm about 1 or 2 car lengths after that. Onto the gas very little. Onto the brakes for a while. I possibly overbrake this, but I really wanted to be full throttle, and that was a nice run. So, you know, if you're watching this, I gave up a little bit here and there. Possible I could do better. I'm sure I could do better if I really do some work, but that's the basics. That's a very good Group B run. This time around we're going to go through the full thing, no stopping, so you can see the flow. Sometimes that helps just to see how things flow. Now remember the important point here. How you exit one corner greatly affects the braking point of the next corner. However, as I was pointing out, sometimes it's even how you entered a corner a couple of corners back. So that's why sometimes you watch braking point videos and you'll find yourself saying, that's impossible, there's no way he could be doing that. Well, you pretty well have to match every single thing that guy did. And so like Speed Junkie has incredible braking point videos, and sometimes it can be frustrating because you perfectly match one of his braking points and it doesn't work. Well, that's probably because you weren't at the exact same speed, same trajectory, you took some other part of the track differently. There's a lot that factors into it. So braking point videos are references. And my intention of doing Beyond Breaking Points is to discuss things that are beyond breaking points. That's why I'm getting into trajectory and just other things. And this section here, this is one of the hardest corners for me. I blow it right there so much. I was so close to blowing it as it was. You'll see in a little bit that this is a nice Group B run. I've got certainly nothing to worry about. Could fight for a Group A. Don't know that I got it in me this week. Now, you may not know this, but I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. Lots of playlists for old events, tips and tricks for going in endurance races, going really far, and all sorts of stuff. If you like what you're seeing, I ask that you please subscribe, and thank you for joining me.